Yesterday, yes, I was how I felt, what was going on, barriers or hurdles or whatever you want to call them. Months later, roughly about 3.5 months later, message from, actually I get a call first from the clinic down in Madison for my Premarin, because I'm on an estrogen to get established back with my doctor in Madison, because she's the only one that prescribed my Premarin. On Friday, my friends are asking me, well, when do you think they're going to come? I say hi to Mr. Duolingo. Salute, Monsieur Duolingo. Oh, okay, so great. You're doing great. Wonderful. So what do you want to talk about? And I'm like, well, the main thing I really want to talk about is my surgery date. And she told me, well, call them and find out what's going on. See what the status is. You know, it doesn't hurt to call them up, and you're not going to be pestering them. So call them up and find out what the status is of. You know, you never know. You might get a surgery date. On top of which, the next thing was, as like, I'd like to have a holistic doctor in my area that takes care of me. So I'm not spreading the practice from here to eternity and back. She had told me that they never put the notes or in my file. Whose ever job it was to put the notes in my file, it never occurred. And I was thinking about this yesterday, Saturday, when my actual surgery is going to be. They told me that they're going to call me this week. You're looking at the 25th. Today's the 25th of June. From the 26th all the way through the 30th, right? Perfect. So that means I'm hoping that they called me, is if they call me by Wednesday, because to me that would be a special day gift, because my special day is on the 28th. And to answer the question, well, when do you think you're going to have your surgery? I would say probably around my special day next year, because in February, the guy that's so brand new to all this, it's like, dude, really? I do my homework. I know a lot of trans patients do their homework on their bodies, especially this procedure. He said they were scheduling about a year out. I'm like, okay, that would be between February and April. February, March, April. That would be 12 to 14 months out. If we're going by that logic, it would be between July and August that I would be having my surgery. And now yesterday I was irritated because it's like, wow, you guys effed up. You dropped the ball. Today, I'm not that way at all. Today, I'm just thankful. Thankful for my course ahead. And there's a reason for everything. There is a reason for everything. God puts people, situations, timelines, everything. I mean, God is a very good conductor. Absolutely. I just got the phone call back about an hour or so ago. My scheduled surgery date. I have been waiting for this for, oh my gosh, since February of 2022. And it took 2 months to get everything kicking in gear. In April, I was able to schedule it for February, the end of February, to have my consult, and then they called me up and asked if I could come in a week early. Anyway, long story short, she calls me up, she apologized. There was a big time break in communication. So, long story short, I have my surgery November 14th of this year. I am scared, excited, exhilarated, and panicked. Like, do I have everything I need? But at the same time, it's like, are you ever going to have everything you need? No. But you know what? I have all that I need upstairs. Jesus will take care of it all. He put, he gave you this surgery date for a reason. I believe in my heart everything will work out. So November 14th is my surgery date. A week later, the 30th, down in Madison. It says after the 3rd month, you should be fine. There's so many emotions, so many different feelings I have going on in my brain right now. I am petrified. I'm also like, Lord, what am I doing? What am I getting myself into? It's been a long time coming though. Literally. It has. Because I started kicking it into gear in February, and it's now June of the following year. Things are getting real. It's a good thing. I was able to change my gender marker on my driver's license because I had not had my surgery yet down there. This year, I'm actually going to have my surgery. Good morning, everybody. Today is the 28th of June. Today at 3:15, 44 years ago, I was born. Yesterday, I was over the moon. What I once knew will no longer be. I am scared. I am. But it's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out. So it's Thursday the 13th of July. Yesterday I found out the team down in Madison actually putting my surgery date on the calendar. So it's no longer a figment of my imagination. Secondly, I got this from Amazon. Thank you to the doctor and clinical staff that put all this together. Third, I talking to my friend Dawn last night, and I reserved the room because of the football season. Right. Good thing that I did. Down in Madison. Why? Because it's close to the hospital. There's only 3 left. Very close to the hospital, within a quarter of a mile. There are people that detransition. What does that mean? Well, are you familiar with the phrase of transitioning? Are you aware of the phrase of gender reassignment surgery, or transitioning from one ideology of sex to another? Are you familiar with that? Well, point being is that I haven't seen one person, not that I'm looking for that, but I'm keeping an open mind about these detransitioners. I want to know everything that that they want to discuss. Why they're transitioning, what led to that, what led to them actually pursuing that step, or the steps to get where they were, and now they're regretting their choices. That's interesting to me, on a psychological level, on an emotional level, and on a physical level. When I listen to these people that detransitioned or are starting to detransition, and they're telling their audience, well, they kept on pushing me. Take some responsibility for yourself. Take some responsibility. Instead of blaming everybody else, and no accountability for yourself. Think about that. If you're so gung-ho about everything and you want things now, anybody in their teens and 20s, and some even the 30s, want everything now. Even I wanted things now. Everything comes in its season. It really does. I just think people, whoever you are, can have a little more patience. Instead of we're in a world where everything is now. You get things now. Take more time for yourself. Know who you are. And when you're 25 plus years old, some people never learn who they really are. It takes them to be in their 60s, 70s, and maybe they never know. They never find out really who they are inside. Good morning, everybody. A couple of things. Last night, I'm still reading the book Detransition Baby. I'm not sure I bring it in. There we go. Yep, I've got the book Detransition Baby. Last night I was actually reading the book almost till midnight. Well, after work, my friend took me out to supper. I overate. Oh yeah. So badly that I actually had to unbutton my button of my shorts and zip down a little bit, because to make this fat right here, this fat. So yeah, and speaking of fat, I need to really bring down my weight. Last time I looked, I was about 205, 206, and I need to be at least 202, 201, I would say between 2 and 202, so I can have my surgery in November. My bottom surgery. The reason why this up to begin with, I've been wanting to read it for a while now, and right now that's coming to a forefront happens to be people that are detransitioning. And I've had at least one friend ask me, why are you doing that? Are you doubting yourself? I told them, no, I'm not doubting myself. I want to make absolute 100% positive sure, because the moment that I do this, there's no turning back. Granted, I've been on hormone therapy for over 17 years. All of the hoops, the hurdles, the red tape, whatever you want to call it, I went through over a year laser hair removal and electrolysis in that area so they can perform the surgery. I really do. I feel like I'm going to be alone. I mean, my emotional support animal has been with me through thick and thin. If it's so easy for them to transition or make that attempt and go to the opposite gender or the non-binary gender that they identify as, if it's so easy, should you do it? For me, it has not been easy at all. It has not. From the very moment that I recognized that I was not male, my voice, the way I held myself, the way I walked, my characteristics in general, they were not masculine by any term. No. And trust me, I got called to the mat. Should I say I got called to the floor? I got ridiculed. I got sworn at. I got picked on. You name it, I've had it. But that's all of what made me become me. My independence about who I am. If it's very difficult to do, time, patience, and prayer. Looks like I have an order coming in. But my point being is that it seems like the people that have detransition have literally not waited that long at all. Well, this morning, I had a number that was 608 that called me. I was thinking it was a spam caller. So what happened then, the same person that scheduled me for my surgery for November 14th. And the person that was so, happy to discuss, thankful for, and full of gratitude of appreciating my patience with them dealing with the dropping the ball, basically. Today, she calls up and says, I thought she's gonna call to cancel something, right? Or extend something, move something out. No, she calls and says, well, this is Lydia with the UW Health Gender Clinic. Like, okay, yeah. We actually had a cancellation. Would you be able to move would you be interested in moving your surgery date up? We have an opening for October 16th. Really? Yes. Yeah. Are you sure? Yes. I don't care. Hell or high water, I'll move waters. And to this day, I still haven't received a copy of it. It's like, it's the elusive letter. I told her the same thing I told Carl, but my main concern is to be able to pee. I have some misgivings this morning. I woke up this morning and I'm scared to death. I am petrified because it's still surgery after all. Really concerned about is being able to pee at this point. Honestly, masturbating, I do it occasionally, yeah, because I do get horny occasionally. I do. I do get that feeling, but it's nowhere near what it used to be. I'm giving Cass Marie. I know, my office studio. Good morning, everybody. Today I feel a little bit better about the whole transitioning thing, having my surgery. I want to get down to 190. 190 is my goal. Good evening, everybody. I'm making this post a little bit later than I normally do. A little over a month from now. Today is September 5th. The day after Labor Day. When I think about it, I'm like, in a month from now, I'll be technically a little over 1 week away from my surgery. This September 5th, right? And October 5th, right? So, and this right here, here's the big day. Yeah, that's the big day, everybody. I don't mark it on my calendar because I put everything on this phone. Yeah, believe it or not, I am scared. What was it? Yesterday, I actually bought a book called On Your Terms by Dr. Z. She's a mental health therapist, and she's one of the people that I branched out to and see if she could help me with my therapy, because I needed 2 letters of recommendation for my surgery. She was not licensed in Wisconsin, so she couldn't help me. I'm sure she would if she could. We're down to the wire, literally